Hi folks, thanks for joining me again. Today it's going to be a bit different. I've had to record a voiceover for this video because the wind noise was so bad. But I paid a visit to Bushmills ROC monitoring post when I was up on the north coast. And this post opened in 1958 and it closed during the reorganisation in 1968. As you can see, the years haven't been too kind to the post. It's suffered quite a lot of damage over the years. The hatch being missing, ladder missing, GZI mounts missing. All the air vent covers are missing as well. I mean, it's probably a good thing the post is actually still here. You know, it's right beside a mobile phone mast. So the fact they didn't demolish the post to build it, you know, it's quite astounding actually. But you can see the visibility in the area it sits in is absolutely incredible. And it was probably the reason why they chose to, to build this, which is one of the original aircraft observation platforms. Now, it looks a lot like an Orlet B, but it's not actually an Orlet B. It wasn't made by the Orlet Concrete Company. It was locally built. It's built out of brick with a concrete sort of pad there on the top, and then they've built another course out of brick on top. And yeah, it's very, very rare in Northern Ireland to still have these. These were built in around about 1955, and in the late 60s, early 70s, they stopped using them. And there's maybe only about 4 of these left in the whole of Northern Ireland, in this condition anyway. What they find sometimes was that they would knock off the top course of brick, and then they would build a little crew room then underneath. But you can see here the original GPO telephone pole. It still has a bit of cable there sort of dangling off it. Originally this would have had a sort of an angled ladder staircase. You can see the bolt there just sticking out of the wall where part of it used to be. And then that was the staircase. Then you got up inside to the sort of the main crew room there on the right. That would have had a removable roof with the aircraft instrument inside it. So when you weren't on exercise, you could have the roof closed. And then you can see this little room to the side. It was a little crew room. You can see the angled part of the brick there where there was an angled roof on it, obviously for the rain to come off. And inside there, you would have been able to make, something to eat, a cup of tea, cup of coffee when you're doing a winter exercise. But you can imagine during an exercise in the winter how exposed you would have been up here. Obviously, I had to totally re-record the voiceover for this because you just couldn't hear a word I was saying, and it was, it's not really that windy a day, but we're just so exposed up here. But I'll go down underneath. You can see a lot of the brick is sort of lying on the ground now. That is one of the plinths for the staircase to go onto. There would have been 4 of those. They're probably scattered around somewhere. People have taken them. But you can see a lot of courses of brick lying about on the ground. No evidence of the ladder remains at all. That's probably gone long ago. And we have this concrete pad here underneath. That may be part of the foundation. I'm not able to see, but with the grass covering it. But it covers such a large surface area that it probably is part of the original foundation. And here's the telephone pole. You can see a bit of the cable still dangling off it after all this time. One of the porcelain insulators is gone. It was there a couple of years ago, so either it's been taken or again it's blown away. It's pretty incredible how it must be pretty horrendous up here during a storm. But Dunluce Castle is just over there, and that's Port Ballantrae, Giant's Causeway over the headland there. And it must have been incredible, the visibility here. I have been up here on a really, really nice sunny day, and the visibility is fantastic. But it must have been great doing the aircraft roll back in the day. RAF Ballykelly is about 10 miles away in that general direction there, and during the training exercises for the aircraft roll, you would have had the RAF Coastal Command Shackletons coming out for you to track them. But I think this is my favourite post in Northern Ireland, just for the scenery alone. It's incredible on a lovely clear day. It's amazing. But thanks very much for coming back and watching this video. My next video on the handheld radiac meters should be up in the next couple of days. So until then, thanks very much. Bye-bye.